this game was made possible by those who fought and continue to fight for the freedom we enjoy. Let us honor and respect our gentlemen, country by gentlemen removing your caps, everyone standing at attention, place your hands over our hearts as we stand proudly join and sing while we listen to our national anthem.
Live from Davison High School, DTV presents live coverage of 2020 Davison Varsity Basketball. For today's matchup, we've got the ladies of Arthur Hill Lumberjacks coming from Saginaw and our Davison Cardinals. Good evening, folks. I'm Riley Wilcox, joined by Mason Palmentier. Mason, can you break down the game for us a little bit here?
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are coming off some tough losses to the Saginaw Heritage Hawks in the last week. The Cardinals lost by 10 points, and the Lumberjacks lost 47-35 just yesterday. Cardinals are 3-5, not bad. Lumberjacks are 3-4, so they're both pretty close in terms of that. And they both came away with wins against in the Motor City Roundball Classic a while back, so they're pretty closely matched.
I think so. I think the JV game here just ended a few minutes ago. High score for Davison Cardinals, 44 roughly to 17 for the Lumberjacks. So we could see that here tonight for our varsity team.
Yeah, these Lady Cardinals are looking like they're going to have a fun time tonight. They were all smiles during warm-ups, just having fun with it, and I'm hoping that's what we're going to do with this broadcast tonight.
Right, and you can truly see how much this team is cohesive and they all get along.
Yeah, over there in the huddle, they're all friends outside of the team too.
Just waiting for the girls to get out onto the line. We've got Chelsea Rischak, Cassie Allard, Jasmine Hadley, Anna Tomzak, and Olivia Dirksey out there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, watch out for Hadley in the paint and Dirksey on the outside. She is a sharpshooter.
Right. Remember in the Powers game, she was just all over the floor.
Yeah, she's really able to get the ball going the hoop wherever she's at.
Saginaw Arthur Hill takes away with the ball. That's number 1, Horn. Going to go up the left side. She passes it over to 21. Shoots for 2 right and early. The Lumberjacks are trying again, shooting for 3. See who that was. That was number 33, Burton.
Yeah, and you can't allow those kind of chances early on. You got to be able to be in the zone early on against Saginaw Arthur Hill.
Right, we're not even 30 seconds in. Olivia Dirksey is going to pass to Cassie Allard. Comes back to Chelsea Rischak. See Anna Tomzak passes it over to Jasmine Hadley. Goes in for 2. She gets it. Score is 2-2.
Yeah, I told you, you got to watch out for her in the paint. She's not afraid to put a post move on one of those girls and get it right in the hoop.
Got a struggle for the ball. That was Presley from the Lumberjacks. Going at it with Cassie Allard.
Yeah, we got some scrappy players on this team, especially in Olivia Jean and who were you saying earlier?
Cassie and Anna Gill, too. She's not out right now, but we'll be sure to see more from her later. Tomczak's looking what to do. Passes it back to Olivia Dirksey. To Chelsea Arischak. Back to Jasmine Hadley from the paint, 2 again. Looks like she's found her sweet spot early here in the game. Score is 4-2. Got just under 7 minutes left.
Yeah, it looks like she's not getting enough pressure on her to the post, and she's able to just put a hook shot right over top of all these Saginaw defenders.
Number 2 is going to take it up. That's Williams. It goes out on Saginaw, Arthur Hill.
You hear Brendan Sullivan, basketball player, and Logan Pascal, all-state linebacker over there in the stands cheering on the girls tonight. There were some pretty common attendees right there.
It's nice to see them supporting the girls tonight. Boys did not have a game today. Arthur Hill has the ball. Cassie's trying to get herself in there, take it away. Jasmine Hadley gets the rebound, or she steals it. Dirksey's going to pass to Tomczak. It's going to come back to Arischak. Back to Dirksey. Looks like she was going to go for 3 there.
She's wide open at the
Trying
top.
to find their move. Now she shoots for 3. Misses just by a hair. Arthur Hill takes back over it. That's Presley again. Shoots in for 2. Gets the easy layup. Score is tied now, 4-4.
Yeah, and the key thing, it looks like, in these quick transitions, Cardinals got to be able to rebound off that. You got to be able to regroup and get on someone real quick.
Got just over 5.5 minutes here. Olivia Dirksey with the ball. She passes to Arischak, up to Jasmine Hadley. Trying to make her way over to Cassie Allard. Shoots for 3. Hits the rim, goes out. Horn's going to take it back. Passes over to Presley. Does not make it. Olivia Dirksey gets the rebound. Arischak in for 3. She makes it. 7-4.
Can't leave her open out like that. You got to defend her, or else she's going to drop some threes like that all night.
Chelsea Arischak is known for that, shooting for her 3s. She has been since her sophomore year. We got a turnover by Cassie Allard. Passes over to Olivia Dirksey, in for 2 from the paint. Score is 9-4.
They haven't been able to defend a transition so far, but their transition offense has been wonderful, especially off that turnover.
Horn's going to shoot for 2. She gets it. Score is 9-6.
Both teams really finding their groove here early on. Bucket after bucket.
Olivia Dirksey chucks it across the court. Back to Dirksey. She's looking what to do. She's got 2 defenders on her. Comes back to Dirksey. Over to Arischak. Into Anna Tomczak. She's trying to make her way in for the layup, and she gets it. 11-6.
Some great ball control by her. They're able to keep the ball and bring it all the way to the rack and get 2.
Right. Got Williams taking it straight up. She does not get the lay-in. She's trying again now. Passes it over to 33. Over to 1, that's Horn.
Davison looking a little bit scrappy off the ball in the post, not able to grab all those rebounds. Got to be a little bit more ready for them.
I think it's because Anna Gill's not out there. She's usually in there for those rebounds.
Yeah, it looks like bigger players like Hadley are going to have to step up, get those rebounds, not just make those post points too. Got some confusion between the refs here.
We did have Williams from the Lumberjacks stumble off the court.
Yeah, it looks like they weren't aware of that substitution quite yet. Just awaiting a free throw here.
That is Presley at the line. She's going to shoot the free throw. She gets the first one. Score moves up to 11-7. Got Ellery Darling, that is, and Olivia Jean switching in for the Cardinals.
About halfway through this quarter, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Second one is not good.
Looks like that's going to be a Davison inbound. This Davison team we were talking about earlier, they're really young. They got a lot of really growing up sophomores. They got Jasmine Hadley and Alora Savensky out there, and then they also got Olivia Jean and Olivia Dirksky. All some really effective players.
Back to Olivia Dirksey. Back to Chelsea Ristrick. She's going to shoot for 3. She does not get it. Lumberjacks take the ball. Does go out, though.
Yeah, you got 3 of those sophomores out on the floor right now. And Jasmine and Olivia were starting, too. Dirksky, that is.
Chelsea Ristrick's going to pass in the ball. Olivia Jean's going to go back to Chelsea. Shoots for 3 again, but Jasmine Hadley gets the rebound. See what she looks to do here. Olivia Dirksey making her way into the paint. Shoots for 2. Lumberjacks take the rebound. It's Presley again. Passes it to Horn. To number 33, that was Miracle Burton to get 2 points.
Both teams
for
are
the
playing
Lumberjacks.
really smart in their transition offense, able to move the ball around effectively and quickly and get some easy buckets.
Ellery Darling in for 2, does not get it. Lumberjacks take over the ball. Score is 11-9. Just under 3 minutes left. Pass it over to Burton again. Shoots for 3, in and out. Davison's going to take the rebound. That was Ellery Darling. She passes it to Chelsea Rischek on her right side. I mean, these defenders, they're hard to get through. They keep teaming up each time.
Some good ball movement here by Davison, though.
That is true. Lumberjacks are going to take the rebound. Over to Horn. Over to 21, Presley. See what they're looking to do here. Davison's doing a good job, though, of defending them.
Absolutely.
I think we've seen pretty great defensive games from both teams. Shoots for 3, does not get it.
Yeah, they're really playing some team defense, communicating all those switches, dodging all those picks. They're really able to do good here.
Earlier, we were talking about Laura Savensky being one of the sophomores on the team. She's in now. Got Anna Gill out here.
Yeah, bringing
also
out some of the subs.
Olivia Jean will start with the ball. Going to pass it to Chelsea. Looking what to do. She makes her way into the paint. Shoots for 2. Does not get it. But Savensky gets the rebound as she tumbles to the floor.
Looks like Davison's they've made their presence known in the paint in terms of on the ball, but off the ball, they got to step it up a bit. They're not grabbing enough rebounds, it looks like.
But Anna Gill's in now, so we may see a couple more rebounds to be made.
Hopefully they can convert some second chance points here coming up, or at least get some defensive rebounds. Game's pretty close so far, though, 11-9, and they still got a minute 30 left in the first.
Number 3, Pruitt, has the ball for the Lumberjacks. She's making her way, trying to get through Laura Savensky. Passes back to number 1, Horn. Number 2 is back in, that's Williams. Back over to Horn. Horn's going to shoot for 2. Davison gets the rebound, that's Ellery Darling. Passes to Jean. Jean over to Rischak. Check into Anna Gill. She's looking for 2. But Ellery Darling gets the rebound. She shoots for 2.
Looks like that's an over-the-back call there. Got to be a little more careful on those rebounds. Still they're really starting to make their presence now known in the paint, able to grab some more rebounds. I mean, 2 chances for second chance points there.
I think so, yeah.
It's really showing some improvement. So earlier this last year, actually, 2019, late 2019, DTV released our water special, Great Lakes on the Brink, and it premiered in December. It focused on 4 main topics, which were rising water levels, invasive species, the Line 5 controversy up north, and algae blooms on Lake Erie. If you want to check out more on this, you can head over to our website, dtvnews.org, to watch this website and look at behind-the-scenes content.
Lumberjacks are back out. We've got number 2 on the line. Passes it to Horn. Horn passes back to Williams. She gets some trouble there from Ellery Darling in from 23. That is Griggs. Score is 11-11 now.
Great pass there, great vision. Able to see her in the post, and she's able to get that easy bank shot right there.
Got 30 seconds. Let's see if Davison can tie up this game. Olivia Jean looks to the back. Passes to Laura Savensky. They're just going back and forth. Let's see if they can get into the paint. They're getting trapped out.
Nice steal there by number 3.
Right. Arthur Hill takes the ball. That is Pruitt. He's going to pass to Horn. See, she's got 6 seconds here. Passes in to number 54. That was Banks. Or the whistle is called.
Yeah. Looks like that's going to be a foul on Ellery Darling. Don't have the bonus, though, so that's going to be an inbound play with 2.6 seconds left in this quarter.
Horn is going to pass it in over to number 3, Pruitt. She shoots. She does not make it as we close the half. Or close the quarter, I mean. Score is 11-11.
Yeah, and coming up here, we're going to send things over to Emily Ferrante. Emily?
What's going on, Davison? I'm Emily Ferrante here with your first quarter Sideline report. This game between the Lady Lumberjacks and the Lady Cardinals have definitely been a close one. The score is currently 11-11. Now, looking forward ahead to Friday, there will be a doubleheader that DTV will be covering against the Bobcats of Grand Blanc. It'll definitely be a close match as the Bobcats of the boys have been undefeated this year. The Cardinals boys have been 6-2 all year. We'll see how they do on Friday, and good luck, Cards.
We had Mason. Score finished out 11-11. We had defense was amazing on both sides.
Yeah, they're really playing some team defense. You're able to look for all those switches. Is there anything you think they need to improve on, either team?
I think Davison needs to get in there more on those rebounds. And I know Anna Gills came out there at the end of the first quarter. She was able to grab a few.
Yeah, and Jasmine Hadley starting to up her presence in there, too.
But Arthur Hill is playing a tough defense. I mean, they trapped out the Cardinals so many times.
Yeah, they started off slow, but they're really upping the intensity early on here.
Anna Tomzak passing the ball to Olivia Dirksey. Back to a wrist check. She shoots for 3 and she makes it.
Flash! Man, that's her second of the game, right? She's
14-11.
deadly from the perimeter. You got to watch out for her.
Great way to start the second quarter here. Pruitt's trying to make her way past Olivia Dirksey. Makes it over to Williams. Shoots for 2. Doesn't get it. Davison's trying to get that rebound.
Comes up with the save, and now Dirksey taking it down the court. Finds Hadley in transition, and she's able to get that easy bucket in transition. Davison's really up the intensity coming out after the break.
Williams is going to take off with the ball in those bright yellow shoes. Running up the court, Anna Tomzak takes the ball, though. She's going to pass it over to Olivia Dirksey as she's taken down.
Yeah,
back to
like
Pruitt. I mean, this second quarter, is going quite fast.
Only a minute in, too.
Shoots for 3, doesn't get it. See, trying to get that rebound. That was number 20, Jefferson. Score is 16-13.
Yeah, it looked like a wrist shot was right there. Just was a little bit out of reach for the captain. Dirksey's starting to slow things down a little. That was a really intense first minute.
I think so, yeah. She's going to pass to Anna Tomzak. She's trying to make her way past Williams. Back to Dirksey. See what she looks to do here. She passes to Cassie Allard, makes her way into the paint, shoots for 2.
Able to draw that foul.
Goes out.
And the girls have seemed to sink a lot more free throws than the boys have this year. I mean, the boys are
Right.
sinking like half of theirs. Girls really pay
But
attention to that form.
that's
though.
something that the girls' team is very good at, is their free throws. With Chelsea Rishak, I mean, since her sophomore year, she's been on the team for 3 years now. And you can always expect her to shoot for 3s, always.
Absolutely.
And now Olivia Dirksey, she shoots a 3 here and there, but it's mostly Chelsea Rishak.
Yeah, she can score from pretty much anywhere she wants. She can
Cassie's first point goes in, 17-13. The second free throw is not good. It's going to go to Hadley. Tries to shoot for 2. Anna Tomzak gets the rebound. She shoots for 2. Score is 19-13.
Some fantastic work in the paint. They're able to get those rebounds and get those points.
And that was what they needed to work on for this quarter. I think they found it here. Got just 6 minutes. Horn shoots for layup. Hadley takes the rebound. She struggles to get the ball.
Yeah, just missed that finger roll. You got to make those layups, especially early on, because that's what's gonna contribute to those late game 2-point differences. So if you don't make them now, then it could cost you later.
Burton will pass in to Williams. She's trying to get past Olivia Dirksey. So it goes back out to number 1, Horn. Davison is trying to get that ball. That was Anna Tomzak as she is taken down by Williams. Williams gets those 2 points, 19-15.
Yeah, able to come off that steal right after turning the ball over, not giving up on that play, and she's able to get that 2-pointer.
Look to see what the Cardinals will do here. Back to Olivia Dirksey. Into Chelsea Arischak. She's trying to shoot it up and over as Jasmine Hadley struggles to get that ball.
That was some beautiful vision there. She had the right idea, just wasn't able to convert on that.
It would have been great
shot.
if Chelsea was able to get that.
Absolutely, that would have been a very clean assist.
See what Chelsea does here. She's trying to make her way into the paint, it looks like. Passes over to Olivia Dirksey. To Allard. Back to Dirksey. She's going to shoot for 3. Doesn't go in. Anna Tomzak's trying to get that rebound. She gets it. She struggles through 3 defenders.
Dirksey handling the ball well and managing the floor pretty well.
Dirksey again for 3. This time she also doesn't make it. Lumberjacks take the ball. That's Williams.
Some miscommunication.
She's taken
on that
down
play.
by Cassie Allard. Cassie Allard takes that ball. She's going to pass it to Olivia Dirksey from the paint. Let's see if she can get that too. She does, 21-15.
Nice bucket right there. Those are the points that really matter late in the game. When you can get those easy buckets in transition, that's when you know you're doing good as a team.
Got 4.5 minutes here. So the Lumberjacks are struggling to keep that ball alive. Chelsea Arischak guarding number 1, Horn.
Substitution here coming up. We talked about how Davison was a young team, but you know Arthur Hill's got some pretty young girls too. I mean, they got Tabitha Jones and Haley Jefferson, both freshmen on the team, as well as 2 sophomores.
That is true. Davison mostly has a sophomore-senior team. They've only got 1 junior. That's Ellery Darling.
Yeah, they got a young core that looks like it's going to push them forward for the next couple of years.
And after watching that JV game, too, you can see they've got a bright future here for Davison basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lumberjacks have the ball as Olivia Dirksey takes the ball, throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, looks like a lot of out-of-bounds plays here. Some sloppy play. Might want to clean that up.
Going to pass it to number 21, that is. Shoots for 3. She gets it. That was Micaiah Presley.
Yeah, and she looks like she's been dangerous from anywhere on the court. It looks like she's been taking some shots from 3 and inside and then mid-range too, so you got to watch out for her.
Score is 21-17. Cardinals have the ball. Anna Tomzak is looking what to do. She passes to Olivia Dirksey. Dirksey's getting trapped out by 2 defenders here. Back to Arischak, trying to make her way. Anna Tomzak again trying to get that ball.
Yeah, the effort was there, but it looks like they just couldn't get that rebound quite yet.
Seems every time Anna Tomzak goes to get that rebound and then she's trapped out and she falls to the floor.
Yeah, and then usually a Davison defender looks like they end up forcing the jump ball or the reach. Saginaw Arthur Hill calling a timeout here. During the break, want to talk to you a little bit about an event DTV's got coming up this 2020 year. We're celebrating 20 years of covering your news, sports, and student life. That's right, DTV started 20 years ago this year. Watch out this spring as DTV opens up all of our archives and releases 2 decades of games, news stories, promos, and much more. We'll collect at a reunion for all DTV students, past and present, on June 13th, coming up this summer. To make sure you don't miss any of this action, check it all out on our social medias. Yeah.
I think that'll be a really fun event. It'll be interesting to see how DTV got its roots and how it started. I mean, we didn't even have Mr. Scott here, Randy. He wasn't in the class at the beginning, but he's really transformed it. We've also got Amy Lesko, too, really helping transform. We'll have all the EPs, all the news directors, everybody who really transformed this class into what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Even I'm related to some of the alumni, and it's going to be interesting to see all these families that are all like known in DTV
Right.
and all centered around it.
Okay, just waiting on the Cardinals to come back out. We've got 3:25 left on the clock. 21-17 second quarter.
Yeah, coming up the half, we got Emily Ferrante going to talk to you a little bit about winter sports.
Got Horn with the ball for the Lumberjacks. Chelsea's guarding her. Passes in. She's going to shoot for three. She gets it. That was number 1, Brianna Horn.
Yeah, the senior.
Scored 21-20.
Senior really manning the team here, able to manage that floor real well and obviously drop some shots.
See how
deep.
Davison responds. Over to Jasmine Hadley. She tries to get 2. She does. 23-20.
Another bucket in the paint for her. She's just unstoppable in there. No one tall enough, no one big enough to get their hand up there and stop those hook shots.
Could see Arthur Hill, though, trying to shoot for 3 as Anna Tomzak takes that ball. She's trying to make her way past Horn.
Really
Passes over to Allard.
dribbling the ball well here.
Allard makes it over to Dirksey, over to Chelsea Arischak. Anna Tomzak trying to make her way into the paint as number 54, Banks, takes that ball.
Now they got to defend in transition here, but it looks like they're not going to be able to, but hopefully they can get that board. Yeah, she had a lot of time there. Coach of Saginaw, Arthur Hill over here was a little frustrated. She took a little too less time than she could have on that three-point attempt. She'd taken a little bit more time, or maybe even found a pass instead of shooting a 3. Could have gotten some points out of that play.
Lumberjacks will start with the ball. Got Olivia Jean now in the game, as well as Ellery Darling. They're trying to get through these Davison defenders. Olivia Dirksey playing an amazing defensive game tonight. And Olivia Jean. Horn shoots for 3. Doesn't get it as... That was Olivia Dirksey gets the rebound. Passes to Arischak. Almost had that layup there. She was taken down for number 4, Dawkins.
Yeah, able to get some contact on that shot attempt there. I mean, take it 2 at the line any day. Some great vision there in transition, able to get that ball there and get in her hands, just wasn't able to convert, but she's got the foul here to give her 2 points, 2 chances at the line.
First one, no good. Number 5, Benavides tags in for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing off Dawkins with that substitution there.
Second one makes it, 24-20.
Got just a minute and a half about going into this next quarter. Or half, excuse me. Davison really putting a lot of pressure on the offensive players.
Olivia
there.
Dirksey was ready from the minute the Lumberjacks had that ball.
Looks like that's going to be a Lady Jacks inbound.
He's going to pass it over to Horn. Olivia Dirksey giving her no room. Presley looking what to do as Olivia Dirksey takes the ball. She's going to shoot for 2. Layup, she gets it. 26-20.
Yeah, they've really started to convert those easy transition layups more and more throughout the game. I think as long as they can keep that up, this 6-point lead is going to stay there.
I mean, and Olivia Dirksey is just getting right in there.
I know she's playing some really solid defense, getting squared up on those defenders and not letting them go anywhere. And she's not flinching too much at their little jabs or anything either, able to really stick with them.
Got 56 seconds left before the half closes.
Dirksey dodges the screen.
Again, Ellery Darling takes the ball, passes to Chelsea Arischak.
She was ready for that steal, too. She knew it was going right to her and was able to get her hand
She's
in the
going to
way.
shoot for 3. Out it goes. Ellery Darling tips it out.
It's not like her. She's made her first 2 attempts from behind the line tonight. Just wasn't able to get that one. Got just under 40 seconds left in this quarter.
See, they've got 30 seconds as Olivia Dirksey shoots for 3. Doesn't go in.
Yeah, some miscommunication on that rebound attempt there. Knocked out 2 Davidson players' hands into Lady Jack hand.
Horton's going to pass, see, to her right side to number 20,
The freshman Jefferson. Darling comes up with a steal, bringing it down the court. There's 2 defenders there, waiting to defend. Gives it to her wrist check, and she gets that 2 and the 1. Great play there in transition. Like I've been saying, when they get those chances and they convert them, that's going to expand that lead. And now she has a chance for a 3-point play here to make it a 9-point lead before heading into the half.
She does not get it.
Some
Ellery
great
Darling
effort.
shoots the ball as she goes to the floor. Got 1 second left as we close the half, 28-20.
I think we got ourselves a pretty good game on our hands, Riley. But looks like we're going to send things over to Emily Ferrante for some update on some other winter sports going on. Emily?
Hi, Davis, and I'm Emily Fronte back here for your halftime sideline report. Now, the score is currently 28-20, and while on the topic of winter sports, other sports this season are doing very well, such as wrestling, hockey, and boys swim. Hockey is currently 7-4, while senior Jacob McCaddy is playing for the North American Hockey League this season and taking a break from playing for Davison. Now, for wrestling, 3 of our wrestlers have committed to play at the collegiate level: seniors Jay Nivison, Andrew Chamble, and the junior Alex Facundo. They have currently beat number 7 in the country during their super duels. Now, for swim, they're currently 8-1, and they will be competing at Fenton High School in counties this weekend. Now, also on March 10th, you'll be seeing a bond proposal coming out for Davison schools, and I'll toss things over to Brown's blog.
Hello, Davison. Superintendent Kevin Brown here with another edition of Brown's blog. We've been focusing this year on our 2020 bond. And we've talked to you on a number of these blogs and given you kind of the history and why we think we need to pass a facilities bond and the steps involved and the kind of things that we'd like to do. We thought that what we'd now do is kind of transition into giving you a first-hand look at some of the facilities throughout the district and talk a little bit specifically about some of those things we'd like to have done when we pass our bond in March. So our bond, remember, is really focused on 3 areas. Renovations here at Davison High School. It's an aging building, about 50 years old, still running the original boilers, in need of some roof repair and replacement. Security, which we know is very important throughout the district. We want to focus on things like site lighting and secure entry and other things that add safety and security for our students and staff. And then instructional technology is the 3rd area that we really want to focus on with this 2020 bond. So come with me. We're going to take you on a little tour, and we're going to look at some of the different things that we consider to be critical needs, security issues, or needs, and talk a little bit about instructional technology as well. A couple of the safety issues that we wanted to talk about today are here at Davison High School and really throughout the district. One of the things that we would like to do is replace all of our exterior site lighting. We're right now, this is about 7 o'clock in the morning at Davison High School, and even though we have site lighting in the parking lots and around the buildings, it's really not adequate to illuminate the surroundings for the high school the way we would like to have it. I mean, we have kids being dropped off in cars, we have buses coming through here, we have students parking and walking across. We would really like to have a better illuminated site, and not just here at the high school, but throughout the entire district. But this is a good example of, even though we have adequate lighting, it's not truly it doesn't really illuminate the site to the degree that we would like to have it, and it's still quite dark out here early in the morning when kids are getting dropped off for school. So that's one of the issues that we hope to address with our bond. We'd like to replace all of our site lighting throughout the entire district at all of our facilities with new energy efficient LED lights. The nice thing about that is that the energy efficient LED lights will save us money over time and eventually pay for themselves. The other thing that I think you're going to get a sense for while we're out here is site circulation. You know, one of the things that we've looked at as far as a safety issue or a safety concern for our bond is how traffic moves through each of our sites. Here at the high school, you can see we have cars dropping off, we have buses coming through, we have students walking from the parking lot. It's not an ideal situation. What we would really like to do is rework the circulation around this building and around some of our other buildings as well, specifically the middle school in Hahn, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, so that we separate our parent drop-off, our bus drop-off, and our student parking to increase safety for our students and staff. Another safety and security feature that I'd like to talk briefly about today is the fire alarm system at the high school. As we pointed out in some of the forums that we had, the high school is a 50-year-old building. The fire alarm system here is also 50 years old and is in serious need of upgrade. These old panels and systems are just not as reliable as we'd like them to be, and they need to be updated as part of our 2020 bond. Another area that's a safety concern for me and those of us in the district is right here at the Hahn Middle School. We're right now behind Hahn Middle School, and this is the parent pickup drop-off loop that we currently have. It's really a congested mess. We have cars double parked throughout the lot. We have cars lined up all the way down what is Clark Street. We have cars over filling parking spaces at Regional Park. We have students walking. We have, trying to get to these cars as we have traffic moving in and out and around the building. This is probably one of the most congested and places in the district where we really need to work on our site circulation. The parking lot itself is in very poor condition. And so there's a lot of areas to take care of here. This is one of those things that it's not only, I think it's not only a safety issue for the district, but it's also a critical need. We need to fix this. As you'll see in a lot of the footage that we're going to show you, the traffic is not only congested, it's backed up, it's intermixed with pedestrians, and it's just not definitely not an ideal situation. And I think we can do a lot of things here to kind of make it easier, faster, smoother, safer for parents to drop off and pick up their children. One of the district's real critical needs is here at Davison High School. Behind me, you can actually see our 3 boilers, boiler 1, 2, and 3. We are truly in the belly of the beast here right now at Davison High School. These are the systems that heat the buildings. Like the high school itself, all of these boilers are 50 years old. They are the original boilers that were built and installed when the high school was built almost 50 years ago. So these are items that are way beyond their expected life and really do need to be replaced. Each of these boilers is about $1 million. So we're looking at about $3 million right here. And one of the things we'd like to do with our bond proceeds, if we pass or when we pass our March 10, 2020 bond, is replace all 3 of these high school boilers, as well as other boilers throughout the district that are also aging and beyond their life cycle as well. Another critical need of the district are many of our buildings' roofs. We're here today on the roof of Davison High School, and this building, like I've said many times, is almost 50 years old. And while there has been some work done to the roof, it's in need of repair and actually replacement, as is our alternative education building and Seipel Elementary. So one of the things we would like to do when we pass our March 2020 bond is to replace the roofs at those buildings where that is a critical need. Part of our 2020 bond is going to be for instructional technology. Instructional technology encompasses a lot of different things. It could be desktop computers, such as we have here in the High School Media Center. In Davison, a lot of our instructional technology has to do with Chromebooks. we've seen a huge expansion in the number of Chromebooks that are being used throughout our district. One of the problems with Chromebooks or computers or any type of device is a replacement cycle because the devices wear out, they become outdated very quickly.
Welcome back to the second half of Cardinal basketball. At the half, the Davison started out with that 8-point lead. Hopefully, they can keep that up this half.
Hopefully so, Mason. We've got Cassie Allard who's going to pass to a wrist check. They're trying to get their way through here.
Dursky all on her own out there.
Back to Olivia Dirksey, up to Anna Tomzak. Kind of gets blocked out there. Over to Chelsea Rishak, in for the layup. First 2 points of the quarter, 30-20.
Fantastic teamwork there. They both picked each other out in the crowd, able to communicate and get that assist.
Horn shooting for three. Doesn't get it. Chelsea gets that rebound. She's taken out again by Horn.
Yeah, gonna get called for that reach there. You can't go in that heavy without getting a foul called on you.
Rischak will pass it in from the baseline, sideline. Allard taking it up. Over to Anna Tomzak. Looks a little surprised there when she gets the ball.
Yeah, she didn't really expect that. Just kind of had it in her hands.
I don't think she was in position yet where she wanted to be.
Yeah, it's all smiles out there, though. They're having a good time.
Again, Hadley is blocked out by the Lumberjacks. Horn's going to take it up into the paint. Shoots for two. Rebound by number 33, Miracle Burton. Score is 30-20. We've got 6.5 minutes left.
Yeah, Hadley was the only one in the post on that play, so she had to come off her other girl and defend that play, but it looks like it left her wide open for an easy hook shot.
Olivia Dirksey looking what to do.
She wants to shoot that three, but she's just not open enough.
I mean, they're playing a tough defense, so it's hard to get through that. Little miscommunication there. Ball goes out. Tended for Cassie Allard. Rischek tries to go for it. Doesn't get to it in time before it goes out of bounds.
Slow start here. Each team only has a bucket to their name.
5 starts us off. That's Benavides. Passes to Williams. Williams shoots for three.
Doesn't get it. Doesn't go for her.
Cassie gets the rebound.
Looks like it's going to be a blocking foul there on Saginaw, Arthur Hill, Lady Jackson.
Yeah, that was
an inbound for Davison.
Williams.
Yeah, got a little bit too close on that defensive play there.
Rischak passes in to Cassie Allard. Makes over to Olivia Dirksey, back to Chelsea Rischak. Now Anna Tomczak's got the ball, takes it out of bounds. Guarded by number 2 again, Williams.
Yeah, the Lady Jacks bench is not happy about that play right there, that call. Really looked like it might have been out on Davison, but it goes in their favor.
Rischak's going to take it. Passes to Tomczak, up to Hadley.
Thirsty trying to find some room for a three-pointer here.
Back to Hadley, over to Tomczak.
Hadley's in the point. Oh, looks like it's going to go Davison's way after an over-the-back foul. Hadley was in her territory there, under the basket in the post, but it looks like she drew a foul before she was able to do anything with it. It's got 5 minutes left in this quarter here. Davison 30, and then Arthur Hill 22.
Olivia Dirksey trying to make her way past number 5, Benavides. But Arthur Hill's got the steal. Over to number 1, Horn. She gets the lay-in. 30-24.
Yeah,
got 4.5 minutes.
Making those layups under pressure is really important, especially in the second half when every point really starts to matter more and more.
And I think both teams have done a really great job at doing that tonight.
Looks like she got a little too excited in that play. Gonna get called for a travel when she's trying to go along the baseline for that bucket.
Burton and Horn passing back and forth. Up to Benavides. Got another whistle.
Looks like this ball's going to go in Davison's favor. Inbound for them.
Anna Tomczak pass it in.
Lady Jack's coach really not happy about that call.
To Jasmine Hadley, shoots for 2. Gets the bucket, 32-24.
Moving a little farther from her comfort zone, but obviously is able to sink that mid-range jumper.
She's been trying for that, too, for a couple plays now. Trying to make her way into the paint.
Yeah, as a post player, you really got to not only be able to shoot from there, but also, well, not just in the post, but also mid-range, because you never know where you're going to be pulling up from.
Benavides now making her way into the paint. Got a struggle here between number 33, Miracle Burton. Olivia Dirksey for that ball.
Yeah, inbound Lady Jacks. Bringing on Laura Zavensky and Olivia Jean. Taking off Allard, and looks like Olivia Dirksey, some 2 starters, bringing on some bench players as they have this 8-point lead here.
Burton will inbound.
Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Benavides shoots for 3. Doesn't get it. Davison gets that rebound. Some confusion. Makes it a Saginaw Arthur Hill, ball. Jasmine Hadley gets the rebound.
Under pressure, they're not able to find a good pass, and it's stolen.
Back to Williams. Williams is playing a tough defense here in this quarter. Over to Horn.
See, Williams really focuses on her technique on the ball, really trying to fake out her defender, get in their head.
But she's not doing so well in shooting. She's doing a great job, though, of stealing the ball.
Yeah, she's doing good on the defensive end.
Rischak going to shoot for 3.
Oh, it's
doesn't get it.
Looks like that's her second three-point attempt that hasn't gone for her in a row. She had 2 earlier in the game, but hasn't been much for her from the three-point land since. And we got Ellery Darling coming on for Jasmine Hadley, giving her a break. She's been in quite a bit this game.
Horn is going to take off with the ball. Passes to Benavides.
Some miscommunication there. Looks like Jefferson went for that one at first.
Laura Savensky guarding her.
Some really tight D there.
Chelsea Rischak is diving for that ball.
Looks like a timeout call by Lady Jack. Smart decision there, avoiding that turnover. But some really tight D there by Laura. Really able to make a difference as soon as she comes onto the court. DTV News, our Snapchat DTV News, our Facebook DTV News, and our Twitter and Instagram at DTV_official for all that and more.
Just waiting on the Cardinals to get out on the court. Benavides will start with the ball.
With their team. Forcing bad passes like that, and Darling taking it to the rack, draws the foul, and one. Because some good Gene defense led to a nice and one play by Ellery Darling. Gonna have another look at that play.
So you got Williams going by. Ball is taken.
Gene locking down her defender.
Horn.
Yeah, Horn looking for a pass.
Passes over, and Ellery Darling just dives right in.
Getting that and one's really key, too, on expanding that lead. Looks like it could be 11 points coming up.
Point is no good, but she does get the rebound. Passes it to Anna Gill. Over to Rischak. Ellery Darling in for the layup. Score is 34-24. We got 2 minutes left.
She's really filling in for Hadley while really making her presence known in the paint, too, with that and one and that nice rebound there.
Over to number 21. It's Presley. Gets blocked out by Anna Gill. She takes the ball. She's looking what to do. She kind of loses the ball there for a second. William takes off.
Determined Davison team
out.
not quite able to come up with the ball. Oh, they are off that inbound. Never giving up off of that turnover. They got the steal, lost it, didn't give up, and they were able to get that inbound.
Jean will take off with the ball. Passes to Chelsea. Going back and forth, trying to get somebody in. Laura Savensky taking it into the paint, blocked out.
Able to draw a foul off that after that shot attempt. A lot of contact on there. Drawing these fouls, it's going to be not the smartest decision for Saginaw Arthur Hill coming up later.
It really is starting to add up.
We got just under a minute 30 left as Laura Savensky takes her 2 shots at the charity stripe.
First one barely goes in, 35-24.
Got that nice 11-point lead going into the fourth after this.
The second is no good. Anna Gill trying to get that rebound, passes it over to Chelsea Rischak.
Some scrappy play there by Davison, able to recover, but then they just lose it yet again. Seems to be happening a lot. They force those turnovers, then they don't quite collect themselves enough, and it turns out in a turnover. But here they get the inbound. Looks like it was a foul.
Jean passes to Savensky. She goes in for 3, and she gets it. 38-24.
Yeah, it looks like her defender just wasn't there, but she does not mind at all. Able to drop a nice 3 and expand on that 11-point lead, making it 14 points with just a minute left here in this quarter.
Williams just outside the paint. Gets 2 points, 38-26. We've got 54 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice clean mid-range jumper there. Really able to pull up out of nowhere and catch the defender off guard. Looks like the defender thought she was going to drive in. Going to have another look at that play coming up here.
Number 3, Pruitt, joins on the court, as well as Olivia Dirksey, switching in for Chelsea Rischak.
Some great play by both teams there just now, though. Savensky with that nice 3, and then that nice mid-range jumper earlier.
Pruitt looking what to do. Passes to Williams. Up to number 21. Ball is taken by Ellery Darling. Passes across the court. Anna Gill just outside of her fingertips.
Yeah, and it looks like she had the vision, but just didn't execute quite correctly. Overthrew her just a little bit. Got number 4, Dawkins coming on.
Got 30 seconds left. Benavides will inbound. It's number 3, Pruitt. guarded by Anna Gill.
Clean switch there by Davison, able to switch off defenders really quick.
Ball is taken by Laura Savensky into Anna Gill. See what she does here. She's got 7 seconds.
Draws the contact on the drive, and it looks like it's going to be an inbound for Davison. Good play there, because now they have a chance to collect themselves, to figure out what they want to do. Get some guidance from their coach over there, Coach Greg Hitchcock, calling out a play for them to run as Olivia Jean is on the inbound.
She's got 5 seconds. See what she can do. And the Lumberjacks take that ball. And time ticks going out. 38-26 to close out the third quarter.
Yeah, let's see what Emily Ferrante has to say this time. Emily?
This game has definitely been a good one for here at the people in Davison and those at home. Good. Hey, Davison, I'm Emily Ferrante here for your third quarter Sideline report. The score is currently 38-26. And because of this score, Olivia Dirksky has definitely been a very good powerhouse for this team, helping the team giving a very couple good scores. And hopefully we'll be able to see her as our lockdown player in the fourth quarter. I'll see you guys then, hopefully.
Thanks, Emily. What an amazing game we've had here tonight. The Cardinals, I mean, they were back and forth right there at the beginning, but the Cardinals were able to build up their momentum and come back.
Yeah, they're really starting to pull away here, going into the fourth quarter with, it looks like a 12-point lead, excuse me. And these Lady Cards are not backing down. They've been playing aggressive and very fast from the start, and they've just improved from that tip-off.
Yeah, and we saw them kind of struggle at the beginning, trying to get those rebounds, but they've done a really nice job turning that around.
Yeah, it looks like with Hitchcock's guidance provided with that senior knowledge out there on the court with them, really able to make a difference. Looks like right now they only got one senior out there, though, with Anna Gill.
Horn starts off with the ball. We'll pass it over to number 4, back to Horn. Trying to get her way in. Shoots for 3. Out it goes. Olivia Dirksen struggling to keep it in bounds. Straight to number 20, that was Jefferson, to get 2 points for the Lady Jacks.
Was a nice save, just didn't turn out quite right for them. Dirksey trying to find someone to pass it to. She got options out on the wings, but she's looking to take it up the middle, it looks like.
Over to Anna Gill. Gill trying to get through 3 defenders. The ball goes out.
Looked like she wanted to foul in that play because it was clear she wasn't going to get that bucket when you got all those Lady Jacks there waiting to block you.
Horn is going to take the ball.
Got just over 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter of action.
Over to number 2, Williams. 3, shoots in. Gets the bucket. That was Miracle Burton.
Some nice work in the post. They're really able to make her presence known and get that nice, easy post bucket.
Ball is taken by the Lady Jacks. Passes
Nice
over, and Olivia
steal.
Dirksey dives in, takes that ball, makes her way into the paint, is taken back by the Lady Jacks. Horn looking what to do. Alora Svensky moving her way in, trying to block that ball before Williams gets the lay-in.
Yeah, not much Savensky could do there. It was either switch off and foul or let them score right on in. She tried to get that block, and it did not work out. Gave her the M1, but they'll get over it.
Got 6.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, and a 6-point difference here now. Cardinals haven't been able to get some buckets very much.
Starting to close in that gap. Got number 2, Williams, at the line. First one makes it.
Yeah, converts the N1.
Anna Tomczak's going to pass to Cassie Allard.
Got Allard pump faking the pass.
Jean's going to take it, passes it back to Allard. Passing it back and forth, trying to get somebody, and Savensky makes her way in and out.
Yeah, she had the lane, just wasn't able to get the bucket. Looking a little frustrated with the call there on the ref. She wanted a foul there.
Wrist check in for Savensky before we have a timeout.
Have a look at that replay here.
I believe that is number 4, passing it across the court, taken by Olivia Dirksey. Taken back by Miracle Burton.
Another steal there. Able to get this
Horn
bucket in
looking what to
transition
do,
here.
passes it into Williams, gets the layup.
Nice little replay there presented by DTV Sports. If you're just tuning in, Cardinals currently have a lead that's been diminishing as the quarter started. Now only 5 points, it looks like, and 6 minutes left to go. They did have a 14-point lead before coming in to the fourth, but it's been reduced, and they haven't responded really. Their defensive games just seem to have been kind of lacking, and their offense just hasn't been able to generate enough. I mean, they're making plays, but they just aren't getting them in the hoop.
And especially with all those turnovers, just back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. When that's happening, there's not many points going on the board for either team, but it looks like it's mostly plaguing the Davidson offense right now.
Jasmine Hadley joins the Cards on the court. Williams will inbound over to number 1. Horn up to Miracle Burton.
Some real
Back
pressure
to
there at
Horn,
half
trying to
court.
make her way. As number 4, Dawkins hits the floor.
Almost caught her with the pump fake there, but it looks like she lost it. Coach is a little frustrated with that call there. Not a little, a lot. Very frustrated with that call.
Cassie Allard with the ball, passes to Rischak. Over to Jean. Looks like they're trying to get somebody in the paint. Cassie Allard over to Olivia Jean, shoots for 2. She gets it, scores 40-33.
Clean mid-range jumper off the assist from Allard. Really some great teamwork there. And a steal by
Olivia
Jean after the
steals
jumper.
the ball.
Looks like it's going to be a travel called on Jean. She is pretty confused, but it looks like she's just laughing it off. Not too concerned about that, looks like.
Dawkins on the line to pass it in to Horn. Got 5 minutes left here.
Got Allard taking Horn up defensively. Dodges the pick with ease.
Shoots in for 2. She gets it 40-35.
Yeah, it looks like that screen really helped out Horn because she was able to get that mismatch.
Allard over to Anna Tomzak.
Tomzak out on the wing by herself trying to find a pass.
Over to Olivia Jean. Blocked heavily by Horn.
Looking for that pass. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Horn. And looks like they have the the bonus in their favor. Going to the line for 2. Maybe a chance to expand on this lead that they haven't really done much with. They got that bucket earlier on, but that's been it this quarter.
Olivia Jean's point does not make it in. Horn takes off with the ball. Diving her way through, goes out of bounds.
She wanted that foul. She's really frustrated with that call. Looks like she just dived right in hoping for some contact, but she didn't get it. And it's going to be a Davidson inbound. We got just over 4 minutes left in this quarter, or in this game, actually.
Allard trying to make her way past Horn. And Horn's going to get another foul.
Looks like that's
Team's
her
8th tonight.
Yeah, and Horn's 4th. Looks like she's getting subbed off. Don't want her to foul out.
Number 3 switches in her place, Pruitt.
Yeah, when Davidson gets these chances at the line, it's just giving them more of a chance to expand on that lead and less of a chance for the Lady Jacks to
Allard's free
take
throw
over.
makes it 41-35. She's got one more. Second one makes it as well, 52-35.
Some good D there, but not quite able to come up with a steal, just a tip.
Williams making her way in, doesn't get it. Jasmine Hadley takes the rebound, passes up the side to Chelsea Arischak.
Arischak moving it around, looking for a pass. Finds Hadley, but it looks like it's stolen. Jean's able to recover that. Looks like a reach over here on the Lady Jacks. Oh, looks like Davison called timeout, actually. Gonna take a minute here. We got plenty of Davison basketball coming up here, though, in the near future. And you can watch it all on Charter Channel 191 or our YouTube channel, DTV News. So, January 17th coming up, we got the Bobcats this Friday at home. Doubleheader, girls and boys. That should be quite a good show. We got undefeated Grand Blanc boys are taking on. And then on the 31st, you got the Lapeer Lightning. I believe that's a doubleheader too, correct?
Yeah, who they've already played this season.
Yeah, and then we got a really tough competition with Carmen's Angels Cavaliers, who really put Davison on a platter at the beginning of the season, really beat him with ease. Wonder if they can get some redemption in that game.
And that Lapeer game on the 31st will be part of Snowfest. Got the Sadie's dance on the following day on Saturday. So Student Council has a lot planned for that week. They've got a whole competition, not only with the team taking them on, but trying to raise who can raise the most donations for a sock drive against Lapeer.
That should be interesting. And then they got that whole Spirit Week planned, too. That should be really fun.
And then there's also a hockey game against Lapeer on Wednesday night of that week as well.
Yeah, that'll be a good week of school for sure.
At Crystal Fieldhouse in Burton.
Got Hadley with a little inlet pass.
And Anna Tomzak, just like that, gets a layup. 44-35.
And the Davison fans are liking that.
We got 3:41 on the clock. Pass is open to number 4, Dawkins.
Hard screen there.
Chelsea Arischak dives to the floor.
She takes that contact, though. She's not really thinking about it too much. That was a tough screen, though, and from someone that's shorter than her.
Arischak will pass in. Or no, that will be Anna Tomzak. Pass in.
Being able to take that contact, like, that's really important.
She's got 3:30 on the clock. Cassie Allard looking what to do. Guarded by number 3, Pruitt.
Catches her defender.
Takes it right into the paint. So it's taken by Williams. She kind of stumbles on Chelsea Arischak again.
Looks like
Anna Tomzak diving for the ball. We've got number 20, Jefferson, diving for the ball.
One thing I noticed about Tomzak is just all smiles from her all night. She just enjoys playing basketball so much. Really enjoys being out there with her friends and just enjoys this game very much. Got 2 substitutions coming on here for the Lady Jacks.
Benavides and Presley.
Yeah, some late game subs. Hopefully they can bring some more energy off the bench in the last 3.5 minutes.
Presley taking off. She's guarded by Cassie Allard. Over to Burton.
Really taking their time here. They just want to...
Yeah, Benavides shoots for 3. It goes out of bounds.
Could be an air ball. Really want to take their time there on that. Trying to get some points on the board. Not rushing anything. Trying to get Davison less time to get more points on the board than them.
3 minutes on the clock. Just under.
And as time winds down, that lead just looks bigger and bigger.
Arischak passes to Anna Tomzak. Trying to make her way under the hoop. Goes out.
Finds a Arischak.
Arischak over to Cassie Allard in for 3.
Bangs the rim.
Again, Arischak with the rebound.
Hadley's in there trying to take the ball back, but looks like it's not going to go her way. Going to be an inbound for the Cavaliers.
Hadley gets the foul. Dirksey switching places with Olivia Jean.
Yeah, Jean's been on quite a bit in the second half here. Really locking down defenders and managing the floor really well.
Presley.
High 3, doesn't go.
Doesn't make it. Allard looking what to do. Williams guarding her. Makes her way up. Doesn't get it. Burton takes the rebound, passes it over to Williams.
Taken on by Arischak, drives in, and gets that easy floater for 2. She wants the contact, though, but she's not going to get it.
44-37. Dirksey with the ball, 2 minutes on the clock. Over to Tomzak. Jasmine Hadley with the rebound. In and out. She's going to get that point, 46-37.
Williams looks like she might have fell a little hard on that play.
As Cassie Allard dives in front of Benavides, Olivia Dirksey, 2 points on the board, 48-37, 1:30 on the clock.
Some really good patience there by Allard, getting the pump fake and feeding it to Dirksey for an easy 2. And they come up with another steal off another inbound. It's like it's just been in that half for the last minute.
Over to Olivia Dirksey. To Anna Tomzak. Over to Jasmine Hadley. Trying to get through Miracle Burton. Takes the score up to 50 points to 37.
Yeah, they're finding their groove now. They're catching the Lady Jacks off guard, and they're really taking advantage of that.
Got a minute on the clock, trailing behind by 13.
Another steal
Another
for the
steal by
Cardinals.
Cassie Allard. She's playing a tough game.
Yeah, like you said, she's a real scrappy player, really coming up with all these big turnovers later on.
See if she's going to try and get any more points on the board. Chelsea Rischak
wants the and won't, but
shoot
not
it
going
over
to get it.
and over.
Taking it to the line for 2. Maybe going to expand on this 13-point lead. What came out of nowhere, honestly. They just got those buckets out of nowhere.
Chelsea Rischak on the line.
It's like Williams coming off after taking that hard fall.
Makes the first one. Score now stands at 51-37.
Looks like they got Horn and Griggs coming on for the Lady Jacks. Just under a minute left to play. 14-point lead turns
Second
to
makes it
15.
as well. 52-37. We got 41 seconds on the clock. Benavides over to Horn. Making her way up the left side.
Yeah, and after
Guarded by
this,
Cassie Allard.
so after this game today, they got Grand Blanc coming up on Friday. What do you think they got to work on for them?
I think just getting in there for those rebounds. Grand Blanc is always a tough team.
Yeah, making their presence made in the post.
Right. Olivia Dirksey trying to make her way past number 23. To Anna Tomzak. Trying to get through Benavides. Over to Olivia Dirksey. She's got 5 seconds.
She's going to dribble this one out. Call a good
She's gonna dribble it
15-point
out.
win here for Davison.
52-37 win. What an amazing night for the Lady Cardinals. Great preparation for this weekend or this Friday against Grand Blanc.
Pretty high-scoring game, too. Higher than what they're used to seeing. Really,
Just in a second here, we're going to toss it over to Emily Ferrante.
really exciting match here, though, tonight. And hopefully they can show some of that same energy on Friday against Grand Blanc before the boys. The boys take on undefeated Grand Blanc Bobcats. Should be a good game, though.
Going to toss it over to Emily Ferrante. She's got Olivia Dirksey on the sideline.
Hey, Davis, and I'm back here for your fourth quarter Sideline report. So the girls have won 52-37 against a longtime rival, and I'm here now talking to Olivia Dirksey. So how did it feel beating an all-time rival?
Oh, it was so good. Last year we won against them, and then we wanted to come out here and beat them again, and it just feels so good to get a win.
So now how has this prepared you for Grand Blanc?
Oh, I mean, Grand Blanc's going to be really tough, really quick and really aggressive, so we just got to play like we did out here and go get them on Friday.
All right, cannot wait to see you on Friday. And now she's our lockdown player. I'll see you guys back on Friday. Yeah, you're good.